welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with CC from VMV Hypoallergenics, and we are going to talk about all things sunscreen. Everything you think you knew, and a lot of things you definitely didn't know. So if you want to know everything there is to know, plus more, stay tuned. Welcome back. It's great to have you back again.
Thank you so much.
Your sunblocks are sort of the reason I fell in love with your company. And there's a lot of shocking things that even I didn't know as a dermatologist that you were able to cover in your sunblock products. So let's talk about your first one.
Yeah, so our sunscreens are called part of our Armada Sun and Light Screen line, and this is our Armada SPF 30 Indoor-Outdoor Skin Cover.
So it's indoor and
outdoor.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what freaked me out, like indoor. A lot of people think just because they're inside, they don't need sunblock.
Right, and actually a funny thing is our company is from the Philippines, and my mother, as a dermatologist, would see patients all the time who either had melasma or hyperpigmentation, and despite the fact that they were, covered up all the time in the sun, always had brought an umbrella, always wore sunscreen outside, she was still seeing their dark spots get worse.
And that's a big issue, even with my patients coming in, the ones that have melasma. They do everything they can when they're out in the sun. They wear sunblocks,
right.
They wear hats, and yet the melasma still comes back.
Right.
And what they don't know is
that indoor lights, like visible lights and infrared lights, can actually worsen the melasma or cause it. And so you need to have protection both indoors and outdoors.
Now think about that for a second. You're doing everything you can to protect your skin outside, but you're not realizing that your lights from your computer screen.
Yep, fluorescent lights, halogen lights, TV screen, and
they can all cause the same kind of rays that can exacerbate your melasma.
Right.
So that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that it's obviously, like we always tell people, obviously a halogen light isn't as strong as the sun, but you're spending 12-hour days exposed to all of these lights.
I know, you might not be in the sun tanning, but how many of us in front of our computers for how many hours a day?
Exactly.
And it's not just melasma, it's also aging too.
And so that's really what we're trying to avoid by using the indoor and outdoor sunscreen.
So what is it about the indoor that makes it more superior and able to block the rays of the indoor lights? Is there something special in it?
So it's really for us the combination of ingredients. Like SPF is for UVB light. We have protection factors for both infrared and visible light, which is like visible lights like halogens, incandescents, TV screens.
And I just want to reiterate that the FDA does not measure that.
Yeah.
And none of the sunblocks on the market today have any kind of reason or measurement for visible light and infrared light, which is your indoor lights that can cause aging and melasma.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have that.
It's important that we address the indoor light coverage as well, indoor light protection.
Now, do all your sunblocks cover the indoor and the outdoor?
Yes. The only one that doesn't is our sports. All of our other ones are for both indoor and outdoor.
So it's also really lightweight, active ingredient, like a chemical sunblock?
It's both a chemical and physical.
So it's a combination. And people who don't understand, chemical sunblocks are the ones that your skin needs to absorb and it takes 15 minutes to kick in, whereas physical works right away.
And it just stays on the surface of the skin. Because we don't want it to be we want it to spread really well and not be too thick on the skin. That's why we do a combination of both.
Well, purely physical ones, the ones that are like a little bit ashy looking, the ones that are for sensitive skin, they can also cause flashback for cameras, as well as just be really hard to apply.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing that's also really important about our line is obviously we're validated hypoallergenic, and we try to remove as many ingredients that are irritating as possible, and we actually have a rating system for all of our products that shows how hypoallergenic it is. But that's particularly important for sunscreens because most people don't realize that sometimes while they may not be allergic to something regularly, they may be allergic to it when they're exposed to the sun. So sometimes people will get itchy when they put fragrance on and then they're sitting out in the sun, and we're very strict about not having any of those allergens so that regardless of where you are, you're not going to have any issues.
I think that's important because a lot of people get allergies to sunblocks because they can't use the chemical ones.
Correct.
Your sport one is what I started using from the beginning. This does not come off. I mean, you can put it on. I mean, I know that the efficacy of sunblock, you need to reapply it.
Right.
But when you're actually outdoor doing activities or just walking around and it's a really hot day,
Right.
it really does stick to your skin and not budge.
Yeah, it's sweat and water resistant, which is really important in the summer, if you're playing sports.
Yeah.
We have a lot of triathletes who really like it because they're, obviously like running, swimming, biking.
Yeah.
And so the fact that it protects through sort of like those kinds of conditions is really good.
And I also want to let everybody know that it actually is great under makeup, because I used to just put that on and put my makeup on. It was great under makeup. I didn't need an extra moisturizer.
Right.
That's all I needed. And honestly, during the day when you're outdoors, that's all you need.
Right.
So where can people find these products?
They can buy them on our website, which is vmvhypoallergenics.com. And we also we have 2 stores in New York and Soho, and then we sell through some doctors and spas throughout the US.
So I'm going to have a link to this VMV Hypoallergenics below, and I would love to hear your thoughts, because I know that I was totally shocked to understand that there's actually indoor lights that can cause aging, hyperpigmentation, and exacerbate your melasma. And with this product, especially your indoor-outdoor one, you're protected indoors. So think about that the next time you're sitting in front of your computer all day.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Let me know your comments below, and please remember to subscribe. Awesome, that was so good.